Oh, season 2. We in here. Kicking off soon. Get it, baby. No, we gotta rock with that Air Force, boy. Actually gonna change it up on defense today. Going 3-5. We're all blue. Let's get it.
To the big house, Michigan Stadium.
At the big house.
This is the type of early season game
Year 2,
you
we
look
back.
forward to, an opportunity
One more
to
Bryce
make a
Underwood.
statement in a top 10
We
showdown.
actually got LSU's
It's
backup
the
quarterback.
LSU Tigers and the
D'Angelo
Michigan
Lewis.
Wolverines. Reese Davis, David
What he
Pollack,
does
Jesse
for
Palmer
us.
here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list.
And we re-upped on offense in the portal.
It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is
And
fun.
high school recruiting,
Ann
we
Arbor has one of
loaded
the
up on the
finest
defense.
stadiums in
Got
college
some more
sports.
depth.
Back to you.
Got some pretty good
Thanks,
players
Holly.
there. Pretty excited to see what we do here. Gotta stop the run. He's got 2 dynamic running backs.
So LSU's headed toward the football to break the seal on this
And I can say
2027
we have
season.
2 dynamic running backs. We have 3 running backs. I mean, we run flex bone, but we got 3
And it'll
running
be a
backs that could be
touchback. The ball
starters
will
anywhere.
come out to the 25-yard line.
Big Ten against SEC.
Lewis buying a little time to his left. Intercepted. And the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Bro, pick 6 on the
That
first
ball
play.
skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Not how we want to start this thing. All right, man.
Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys, too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Cleveland man threw a pick on first
The
play.
handoff. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Need time to make any adjustments.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43.
Came in on fire.
Finds his target. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Maybe a bit of a gamble going for it on 4th and short from their own 46. 4th down, Lewis. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll send the back in motion. Can't get him to the ground.
Oh, you gotta make a block. You gotta put some tight ends at the wing spots.
Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is
Take the field goal. We already went for it once on this drive.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again.
I like this. Ready for him to go back inside.
Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
What happened to the beautiful days of 4th down punts? Weren't those great? Like back in the day when they didn't go for it every single 4th down. Nowadays, with all the analytics, go for it. The offense goes for it. 2nd time, 2 for 2 on 4th down. Really frustrating if you're on the defensive side of the football.
And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again.
Oh, baby.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Two 4th down conversions on that drive. Not what we want, but we got it done. After a pick 6 on the 1st drive.
They got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Go D.
Ball squirts through the end zone.
Let's
That'll be a
go D.
touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Right side, it's Durham. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to Caden Durham.
Right there. Here we go.
He locked
Freshman,
up and
baby.
held on to bring him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
More than 100 spelled a huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Bro, make him fumble, man.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. Sets his feet. It's 11.
Oh, man, he had them tight end.
Oh, he's got some
Really
space.
good play.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Out wide left,
play. There we
it's
go.
Wilson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running right, it's Durham. And he's in. Touchdown, LSU. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive.
Nice drive.
And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to flip my receivers.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw.
Oh.
Caught near the sidelines, he'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Oh, get
Nice
upfield.
completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's crazy.
Ball's at the 27. This offense
Little
facing a
wildcat.
3rd and long.
Out of this formation. Oh.
He's
And a
got
face
enough for the
mask.
first down,
Give
and
me
he
that
might get a
15.
few bonus yards if they called that a face mask. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
But this Air Force playbook is crazy.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
A triple option with the offensive lineman.
Trying to get the corner. He'll do it himself. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Why you stop running, man? Honestly, probably shouldn't have just ran that play anyways, but
forward after the big loss on the last play.
stop running.
2nd down to the air. They'll run the
Get
screen.
upfield.
They make the
Gotta
stop,
hold
but
that
not
block out
before
there,
he
man.
takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines will try to move the chains on 4th down.
Get there.
Off the RPO.
That's some
Right
bullshit,
for the
bro.
chains. Not going to get there. The decision to go for it
Man
on
came
4th
off the
down
line of
does
scrimmage.
not work.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great
That's
job being in
ridiculous.
position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start on the ground with Dura. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. LSU right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Green. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. looking downfield. It's Levitt. Quick completion
What
on the
the
out.
hell is we doing on defense?
Out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hits inside, it's Berry.
Turning it on. Holding call, man.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously
Pick
gives me
six
some
on their first drive,
down
man,
the road
kills us.
that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Troy Trojans taking on the Nevada Wolfpack. And it's Troy looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout.
Thank you, bro. Take that.
That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards
Look
on
at
that
that.
return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Oh, we needed that.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Motion from the back. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he rolls into the house.
Shit, LSU ain't the only one that got some human joysticks. We got 2 of them.
Man, how nice is it to be down?
We got 2 of them, too.
Points when you can just hand it to your running back.
That huge interception put us right back in the game.
More of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's some daylight. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to Caden Durham. Enough to move the chains. On the move.
Bro, these running backs with this joystick shit is ridiculous.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on now. I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They have a block on the outside, man.
Guys, this
one guy
offense is
blocking
already
air.
reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain.
That's
And
my
maybe that
quarterback,
is finally the spark to get this passing game going. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
We don't want to do that.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Throwing, Lewis. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Great job by
They
the
had him
defense there. They weren't
too.
surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were
Got another
expecting
4th
pass.
down,
They took
man.
everything away and forced the incompletion.
And we had him.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down. Trailing by running free. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards.
The battle of the human
And they
joysticks.
finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
If we just get a stop, we'd be all right.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Caught on the left side by Wesco. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense
come.
on 3rd down. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air.
Oh, nice
Setting up
play.
the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That tackle. Let's
Grabbed behind
fucking
the
go.
line. It's Harris. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Made the catch on the last play, but didn't move the ball forward, so now here comes 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Left side is Harris. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Oh, gave up too much right there.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
Didn't get it.
4th down.
man, this is exactly how
drive
this
through him, bro. Drive through him.
Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. Want to welcome to college football for this season. On first down, it's Durham again. Knocked down immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. The throw on second down, and they need a lot.
Tackle.
Able to haul it in.
Pick up a 1 yard, baby. Another 3rd and long, man. Come on, let's get off the field.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the
Let's
street.
get off the field.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Levin. Out wide right, it's Harris. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got him where you wanted him. You backed him up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop him. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gets the back moving. Here's a give to Durham. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab, it's Durham. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Not
Oh,
quite
man.
in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field.
There we go.
Oh,
that's us.
I
think we were down, but
jumps on it, they get that turnover.
let's see what happens.
Let's go. I'm going to say this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense get on the field.
Another
Stick this
3rd
thing in the end
down.
zone.
Got
We can
to
win
get
this
off
ball
the
game.
field.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To the air, it's Levin. Snags it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt.
Like the AI don't know how to
get their
react.
offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory.
Make the play. Make that.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
I had like 4 third-down conversions,
the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
2 fourth-down conversions.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback changing the play. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. The quick out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding
you got
space,
a linebacker on you,
making
dog.
some plays, and now he does it by air.
That's
They
ball,
find
bro.
him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Long
That's
way to go
ridiculous.
on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Lewis to throw.
That's you. Oh
Fires
my
to the
God,
right.
bro.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That was wide open, bro. I had a red, bro. This fool cannot throw the ball. Don't even know where my controller went.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Give him 105 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
This
Now the
thing over
Wolverines
it.
call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this
Man,
game.
Lewis threw 2 picks, dog. Just off of 2 errant throws. That's what I get for putting a pure runner as my starter.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if
He's
they
trying
can
to
get a
throw a
first
pure
down.
runner.
Handoff, Caden Durham. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to.
I didn't even look at the rest of my schedule. So I have no idea who
They
they play
deserve
next.
a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how
Hell
they
of a
end this
game,
one.
brother. Hell
And
of a
that's the
game.
kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game because he wants the ball
2
in
picks
his
got
hands
us.
to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me. Let me finish this thing and win this game for us. And that's exactly what happened.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive.
Oh, man.
Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when
And
it
I hate
came
that
down
they're not
to
gonna allow
it,
me
they
to
made
see
the
the
biggest
clip.
plays in the most critical moments. Both of
Go
these
back and
teams
watch
have
it on the
tremendous
film.
playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports
First play of
College
the game.
Football.
Ridiculous. And it's wide. They get smacked. It's all good. I think we got a pretty good freshman quarterback here. Let's see what he did. Yeah, 9 for 11. Very efficient. So depending on who we play next, I might change up. I'm gonna be switching up between Cal playbook and Air Force playbook this season. I really wanted to try flex bone against another, like, dominant type of defense. SEC got them big boys up front. I ran the flex bone against Texas in the playoff. Didn't go so well, but I mean, we had some good moments, more bad moments. But like I said, I just wanted to see how that flex bone is going to pair up against a good D line. It did pretty good. Just when we got in those pass situations, man, it's tough to pass with a pure runner. And he's not that bad. Like 89 throw power, 84 short accuracy. He probably throw it under pressure is probably terrible though. That's tough, man. That is tough. Yeah, dog, you'll be situational, man. We can't. Damn near still got Bryce Underwood. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for. Throw under pressure. Yeah, I mean, they're all about the same. Freshman. Oh, bro. I hate losing, man. Especially like that. Bucks, Utah, Oregon, Penn State. We got Penn State this season and Ohio State. Awesome. Be quite honest, our conference schedule is kind of cheesy. Got, I said, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Penn State, Oregon, but outside of that, just computer games. Although I will say, Michigan State gave us a run for our money last year, triple overtime game. We got out of there with a dub. It's gonna be a fun season. It's gonna be a fun season. All right. Hell of a game, hell of a game. See y'all in the next one.